Welcome everyone. Week 24 of Show Me Your Medals. Where are we? Mid March. 10 games left.
You're in your house, mate.
Mid March. 10 games left. So we're probably near the home stretch.
Are we sure we're week 24 and not 23?
I've lost count.
Either way, we're not doing like a 24 because it's international break anyway.
You're right. It's 24.
It's episode 24. We'd have to say episode 24.
All right. What went on this week?
Two big games.
Well, Man United was a dodgy 2-0 against Everton. Shit versus shit, right? 2 penalties. And that's about it. Nothing really happened.
We're going to that bit because apparently he's like the worst you played, but you fucking won.
Yeah, but that's because Everton are pissed poor.
Like, it's not ever. It's like the usual. I was saying this about earlier. It's like Aston Villa should never have won that game, but they did. McTominay, Saviour, whatever. And then this game against Everton, I don't know how he got it. I mean, I predicted 3-0, but I don't even know how they got these goals. Like, we even said it. Where's these goals coming from?
Literally, when you predicted 3-0, we're like, what are you on about? But you was like saying Man United's on form, Everton shit, but you almost got the score right, if anything, right? You nearly had 3 out of 3. But
yeah.
No, that's our level now, and Everton's our level, you know.
Giving you trouble and all that, man. I don't understand.
Get a card, a clean sheet.
That's I mean, the on the face of it, if someone saw United 2-0, they think, okay, that's a good game for United.
It looks all right. But basically, offered nothing. But we move, right. It's still hunting for that European spot. It's as good as it gets.
Yeah.
What's got to change for United? Seriously, like what? It's not that I'm sorry. I love seeing it. Yeah, I love seeing it. But like, it's such a massive football club to be in this. Are you guys? Do you feel like you guys are rebuilding right now? Or I just feel like there's clueless. It's just clueless right now.
Do you know? I was gonna say it don't quite make sense. But what this change is like. Johnny, like we said it before, Johnny Evans being at the club and starting is what needs to change. But saying that, he had a good game. Do you know what I mean? He was one of the better players on the pitch. So I don't even know, like, does it even make sense to criticise him being there? But it does, because he shouldn't be nowhere near that team and that squad. Do you get what I mean? Even though he had a great game, so you can't even criticise him, he cost us a game or he was crap. Yeah, you played well. But he, like I keep saying, reference, he would not make any of the, I don't know, top 8 teams, that kind of thing. He shouldn't be anywhere near that Man United squad. And so I don't know, is it a rebuild, but you can't be having players like Johnny Evans starting. And then, you know, no left back. Lindelof is left back. We had Reguilon on loan. Shaw's injured. Manasseh's injured. But yeah, it's just isn't new people. Just did new.
Yeah, you basically have to rip everything up and start again. And
yeah,
I know that.
No one in those starting 11 really oozes shouts out, great player, that kind of thing. I mean, Højlund was good if he's on there, but all the rest is just like, makeshift. Like the back line is, like I said, makeshift left back. You got Evans in there. You still got Harry Maguire, and you're bringing in like that Manu. And again, you can't criticise Manu because he's come in and played well, but you can't have these players in that squad if you're thinking you're a top 3 team challenging Arsenal, Liverpool, City. Do you get what I mean? Where you're just kind of scraping the barrel and getting these players, even if they come in and do a job. But doing a job isn't what you need, right? You need to excel. Do you know what I mean? So the signings has been dog shit. Everyone's been crap. I mean, we started off with our guy Mason Mount, right, Will, and he's nowhere to be seen. He's just been injured. So it's just like
I hold my hand up to that. I hold my hand up.
Aging, Casemiro's aging. Ravan's aging. It's just not signing. Like I keep comparing it to the signings Liverpool and City would do. The signings all Man United do would not be what.
Better
teams to be doing.
I mean, the only way is to start again, and I know that's like after spending £1 billion, you have to like start again.
Yeah, but that £1 billion spent on dog shit anyway. Like Anthony is, 90 million proper dog. You know what I mean? Don't know.
He's going at the end of the season, yeah? Surely.
Should do for what, like fucking 50% of what he was bought for, or something like that, right?
Yeah.
Who knows?
It's a difficult one. But how long has it been since you won the league? 15.
I don't know. I don't know.
I'm not having a dig.
Not.
Because
not.
I'm saying this is how we found ourselves.
My guess would be 12 years, but I'm not sure.
Yeah, it's around 12 because
Yeah.
Arsenal's 15 years.
Yeah.
Oh no, actually, it might be 20. Is it 20 or 15? It
Arsenal-
might be 20.
Because we went 30 years.
30, yeah.
Now,
I think Arsenal 20.
You can't believe how 30 sounds like a long time. And
Yeah,
it is.
you know.
But it's like freaking hell,
It's yeah. Well,
that's how long it.
I think you're going to go on another 30-year spell again, though, Dave. Right?
Yeah, I know.
Another
After
dry
this
spell.
season, when we win it this season, it's...
No, but come on, let's be honest. Liverpool should have smashed City on that day. Come on, let's be honest. Second half, first half maybe okay. It was kind of neutral, but come on, you should have smashed them, and you were slightly weakened as well.
No, I agree, and that probably moves on to Liverpool. And I'm first half we didn't play well, but what I do say about Klopp, when he gets them in the dressing room, like half time or extra time, when he gets a chance to speak to them, he changes the team. When we came out second half, City only had 3 shots in the second half. We had 20. So it was definitely a tale of two halves, which sounds like a cliche. And Diaz had he had a period where he had 3 shots on top, he should have scored. Especially that 1-1 when Salah put him through. He had literally the whole goal to aim for, because the keeper was in the middle, so you can either chipped it or curled it on either side. But I think we were disappointed not to win that game. I feel City, after that first goal, they sat back a bit, which is not like City, but I think
they were scared.
I think Pep always overthinks it for these big games. He didn't need to do anything. He
didn't put Foden in win back, yeah.
He should have just kept going, but he overthinks it, and I think second half they were really scared, and then I was we had momentum, we didn't capitalise it. A point each, is that fair? Probably fair. First half we went great. Second half probably.
You should have won that game.
That fucking penalty. Fucking blatant penalty, man.
The Doku one.
Yeah,
Doku one with the high beat.
On McAllister. And you know what? Martin Oliver was a fucking pussyhole for not giving that, because he was scared. 96th minute. He can't give a penalty, but that shouldn't matter.
He can't give a penalty against City, is what you have to say. Any other team, I think that's given, man.
Yeah,
that's what I mean.
He'd definitely give it against us.
Yeah,
guy, man.
Exactly. It doesn't matter what time it is. A penalty is a penalty. And it was a blatant penalty. He caught him high, and everyone said, "Oh, he won the ball," but if that was his head, it would. That's. It's still dangerous play.
For me, it's penalty. But it's one of them ones. Is if it, let's say if it was not the last minute of the game, I would have said that. I can see why it's not given. Yeah, I can see why it's not given.
But
you reckon?
But time shouldn't matter. But he didn't have the balls to make that call, and he thought leave it at 1-1, and. It's just bullshit. It's proper bullshit.
Yeah, I think he did get the ball, no?
No.
I reckon he got the ball after, because McAllister kind of just
slowed it down.
Then it hit his feet.
Yeah. So McAllister, it came off him briefly first.
That's how I saw it.
And then so he didn't even get the ball first. So under the laws of the game, that is a blatant penalty. And VAR,
it wasn't clear and obvious though for VAR to overturn it. That was the problem.
We need to get rid of this clear and obvious bullshit. If it's a fucking penalty, it's a penalty. Fuck obvious mistake.
You can't blame Michael Oliver. Honestly, Luis Diaz had 2, 3, maybe even 4 very, very good chances to win you that game.
He should have scored, but it's that's still penalty. And we need to get rid of this clear and obvious. Other sports don't have this sort of clear and obvious. Cricket, for example, they've been using these review systems for a long time, and they've tweaked it. They've been tweaking it, and because originally it was similar to that, whereas the clear and obvious error, they'll go with the umpire's call. But yeah, stuff like that. You forget the clear and obvious error. If it's an error, it's an error, right? That's the way you should do it. And he may weaken the referee's sort of position, but at the end of the day, what do we want? We want the right call and the right goal, right?
Yeah, I mean, we've seen incidents of VAR being used right, but then there's incidents where you just think like, why we've got this technology here? Why the hell are we not using it? Like,
and I don't know if it's me, but fucking VAR has been shit for the last few months, right? There's not just this call. There's been loads like that Forest game. That's a fucking red card. The guy fucking went in studs high against his ankle. I don't know if you saw that.
I've not seen that.
But the Brighton guy goes fucking studs against his ankle. That is a fucking red card all day long as well. And then I don't know. So yeah, I think we're disappointed not to win because that would have made a difference considering that Arsenal, pulled it out.
We can't move on from Liverpool without speaking about what a blinding game Endo had against
what?
Kevin De
I
Bruyne.
was about to get.
You're wrapping up. Man, this guy's not even giving the kudos to Endo yet.
I'm not from wrapping up because Endo was immense.
Yeah,
on that pitch, he had the most recoveries, the most tackles won, most duels won. Fucking he made Rodri look shit. And that's not easy. That's not
so
easy.
I'm saying Liverpool played well second half. I couldn't believe it.
I think some of this resurgence is because of Endo. That Liverpool.
He's still undefeated for every game he started.
Yeah. But he's becoming a real quality player. McAllister get the plaudits, but for me,
have you come round to McAllister yet?
No,
have you?
No. I've been championing Endo these last few weeks, and he does so much like for the team, and he gets unsung. He's like an unsung hero. But then when you watch a full game and watch him play, then you realise fucking hell.
It's just neat and tidy and like
He
does his job.
Does his job, and he stopped getting yellow cards. He went on this streak where he kept getting a yellow card. But obviously, Klopp's had the word. But I really like Endo, and I think we've got a really good one in him.
Do you not think like it's like East Asian players in general, especially coming into Premier League,
I do
are just different work ethic, different. I don't know. That's probably why Vo loves them so much. I don't know,
because I think generally, Orientals have a good work ethic. Anyway, just look at us three, for example. We got a good work
on a Wednesday night.
Yeah.
But obviously it sounds very difficult. But yeah, you look at Son. Apart from that time, he had that Barney with Lloris for not tracking back.
Yeah.
That was so funny to watch. Right? I never imagined it. I would never imagine him to do that though. That's the thing. So yeah, that showed me he's got personality. So I even though he's a Spurs player, I do like him that a little bit more, much more, because like you can see that he's passionate about what he does.
The all hard work is Chan at Wolves.
Yeah.
Chan, he works.
Tomiyasu, Arsenal,
all week.
Mitoma, just incredible
Mitoma,
players.
In the Monto. Moving on.
but yeah. I'm glad we got him rather than the other two we would have ended up with, which is Casado.
Garbage, man. Just garbage.
Garbage. But yeah,
but I reckon Casado under the right coaching would be much better. I think he would have suited Liverpool, if I'm honest with you.
Klopp would have worked with him, and again, what he's done is similar to how when Robertson came to the club. he came from Hull, £8 million was still, but he wasn't first team. Believe it or not, fucking Moreno was first
Left back, right?
left
Moreno,
back.
left
Yeah.
back.
And he was dog shit. But Klopp knows he didn't instantly start, and then eventually, he became he is like really, really good player for us. So that's like with patience and time with Klopp, and I think that's what he's done with Endo as well. He knows, and again, I know he won't, but I just hope he has a change of heart and stays.
Don't be stupid.
He's taking that holiday, man. He's taking that holiday for sure.
I know, but yeah, I think in terms of like the title, that we really needed to beat City just for two things, not just to give us a bit of a gap, but mentally, if it would have hurt them. I reckon the fact that if we beat them, which I'm hoping Arsenal will do this week, but yeah, it would have probably struck a blow mentally for them, which is what you need to do with City, I feel.
Well, that leads on nicely to the Gunners. It probably wasn't the results that we were. I mean, I expected the result, but everyone was going, 4-0, 5-0. But Brentford are a different proposition when it comes to proper football. They're a well set up team. Thomas Frank is a very good manager, if I'm honest with you. Just didn't have enough in the team, and thankfully, I can't believe I'm saying it, we had Kai Havertz to help us round it off to get that win, secure the win. And I've got to say, Benny Blanco, I call him, Ben White,
Benny Blanco.
Those 2 assists were on a dime. Those 2 crosses were on a dime for us to get those goals, and that was massive. That was massive for him to have a performance like that. But my word, the feeling of, we'd had to do the job. We were under pressure to do the job. We had to do the job on the day before, on the Saturday before, and there was a lot of nerves. I felt a lot of nerves for it. As confident as our form might have been, I just felt, wow, we really did play. And that Ramsdale, we talk about Onana, that Ramsdale mistake.
I mentioned that Ramsdale back, and there's going to be a mistake in him, and it played out exactly to a T.
But that's why you got Raya, right?
Mm.
That's
if you think about it, Arteta's done this 2 times now. He's come in, brought in Ramsdale over Leno, and everyone's complaining about, well, what's wrong with Leno? Leno's world class. Well, I wouldn't say world class, but Leno's been doing the job for us. Like, Ramsdale comes in for 30 mil, roughly?
Yeah.
And we were all complaining about that. Bloody Raya comes in now. Like, Ramsdale earned his spot, and Raya comes in. I don't want to talk about too much, like the Champions League match yesterday, but you got to give a round of applause to Arteta. He's getting most things right at the moment. If you look at the team, there's not one player that you can point your finger at. Like, I really wanted to do it with Kai. I really wanted to do it with Jorginho. I really wanted to do it with Zinchenko. I really wanted to do it with Jesus because I thought, he's quality when he came in. I thought he was quality, but we're buying a second-rate striker. But if you think about all the players that he's brought in, he's done works and wonders with him.
Yeah.
Even think about Xhaka. Remember Xhaka? We were like, he better leave. When Arteta came in, he better leave. And Arteta goes, no, I'm keeping him. And all the rage out. I think we got to give, surely, I know a lot of people saying he hasn't won anything yet, but surely if you've seen the dynamics of the team and how it's evolved, why are you smiling like that?
I think you're going to say giving manager of the year or something.
No, I won't go that far. I won't go that far. I'm still saying, even though Arsenal's giving me the high of this is what I've always wanted as a Gooner, like Wenger dying off in the tail end of his career. Like we never got that. Like I was lucky to be in like the years when we've done a double and whatever, but there's younger fans out there that have not seen anything of the sort, right? So yeah, he's got to be commended. And you know, touching on the Champions League match yesterday, that was squeaky bum. I felt Porto was Pepe 41 still in the game. We're talking about Evans, and this guy Pepe is like prime Pepe all of a sudden. Like, what is that? What is going on there? Like every ball he was winning. I was shocked at how good he was at 41 years old. He's older than me. He's older than Vo. Like, how is that possible? But yeah, Porto, as expected, they were set up to defend that lead. They're like time wasting. I don't know. That ref was. I was going to say Trossard in disguise, but that ref looked like Trossard. But he the commentary, Ali McCoy's, when I was listening, it was almost like, oh yeah, it's back like the good old days, letting the game flow. But I just thought it was just so inconsistent. It was so consistently inconsistent. Fair enough, but I just felt that was. I don't know if it was good or for the game or not. Like there's just too much being let off. Saka, people were saying Saka played shit yesterday. I don't think he played shit yesterday. Is that Wendell guy was just gripping him up? It was like harassment. It was like GBH almost. Like he was holding him down and everything like that. Nothing was given. That's why Saka was deemed to be not playing very well yesterday. I thought he was okay. You just getting pulled down and held back.
You know what I would say quickly is that fucking European. We think our refs are shit. European refs are fucking worse. I'll tell you that now. You know, and you know what? Fucking true. I fucking hate the English. I hate the English league.
They do.
English
hate English.
Fucking do. Like the rest of Europe. I fucking hate the English. But yeah, I think European refs are awful. You know, the only person I actually rated was that Kalina, the bold Italian guy.
Oh,
yeah. But
I mean, he was a bit
awful. But yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
No, I think hats off to Arteta. He has created something there. The only thing I know, you know, Raya has taken over number one, but you know, when you first said that he was, you know, both were going to be number one, that I still don't think that can. Was proved it can't happen, right? You know,
yeah. I agree. You can never have. You know, at first it was like you create this competition, but you simply can't. You've got to do what Liverpool have. You got to have one world class keeper and one world class second keeper, as in like that second keeper role. That has to be the best second keeper that you can have. You can't have two first choice.
And they're
keepers.
happy to be there to be second.
Yeah.
And they're happy to be second.
Yeah. Like Ramsdale, bless him, the professional that he is. Look, come on, let's give him plaudits for that. He's been professional about it as much as he can.
He's been crying.
Not his dad, and his dad's
not his dad. Yeah, his dad is his dad. Like his dad is his dad. You can't blame Ramsdale for his dad coming out.
You can call your dad, oi, dad. You know that thing we talked about. Don't leak it.
Yeah, and no human being would. You won't be a human being if you don't feel that way anyway. You're playing for one of the biggest clubs in England. You're gunning for the England spot's nowhere near for him. He's not
even going to go to Euros.
He can't. How can he?
Exactly.
Like, how can he? So that's that's damaged him. I don't think we could have sent him out on loan because, you know, our third keeper isn't quite there either. But yeah, no, credit to Arteta for believing in his philosophy. I just want to special mention Odegaard yesterday. I mean, Rayo was man of the match for the 2 saves in post 120, but Odegaard within that 120 ran his socks off. I'm telling you, mate, for 35 million. I had my doubts when he came in on loan.
It's because he had the bad time at Real, and
Yeah,
no, they got him when he was 16 or something.
15, no? 15 or 16? Yeah.
It's like proper championship manager style. Bring him in when they're 15.
Yeah.
Try to develop him.
Didn't work out. But look at him now. Like, what a player! What a player! The dynamism, the way he can see a pass. Like, what a magician he is! What a magician!
So, given the result that happened with City and Liverpool, what do you think?
It puts us in a better position, right? We're top of the league right now, and I'm happy about it. It's still 10 games, there's still 30 points there, and that could mean anything. Like, I'm excited, and this is where I wanted Arsenal to be, to have that excitement, to be fighting, title race and everything like that. It's here now. We've got that. That's all Arsenal can wish for. Can we win the league? It's going to be tough. Like, I want to be confident and say yes, but Liverpool and City aren't no joke.
We'll throw it back to Dave. Dave, have you changed your mind? Because a couple of weeks ago you said it's a 2-horse race.
It's still a 2-horse race. We're not in that period where last April Arsenal dropped off yet.
So it's May. It's come May time. May is the month where you will know exactly what is happening. Whether it is, I don't think you can say it's not a title race between the three of us. I think that's wrong, but I think it will become more evident as to what the powers of the teams are at the end of April.
It's
at the end of April. That's when you know.
This is probably, I don't know, first time where 3 teams have been so close. It's always been like at the start of the season, you think there's going to be 3 teams, and the one just tails off, and it's a 2-horse race all the time. Literally, just 1 point separates to the final game.
Well, that was Arsenal last season. Like, we tailed off. We tailed off significantly.
There's that chart that shows it, how bad it went in April.
It's always around that time for Arsenal. Like, even when it was Wenger days, when we were kind of in it, like that year when Leicester won it, we should have been there or thereabouts. Like, we were like 2 points whatever behind, and that was the year that we should have had it. But we're working now. I'm
still confident that we're going to win it, and I think we're going to win it by 1 point this time. Now, those 2 other points, those times they lost it by a point, and basically we kept winning, but then Man City kept winning, and we couldn't do anything about it. So I think it's going to be the flip side, but we keep winning, and Man City can't do anything about it. But we need a big favour from Arsenal. Well,
it's in our hands now. It's in our hands. So we can only control what we can control.
Definitely.
The thing is, 10 more games, we just need to win all of those 10 games. I know it's difficult. It's easy for me to say that. But it really is. Like, I really do hope we've learnt from previous seasons, and for us to keep going.
The mad thing for me is that, like, 28 weeks now, I keep saying the old Arsenal's gonna come. This one when it was like taken by, I had all my checks ready. Arsenal, and then when it's delete, like, for fuck's sake, man, I thought this is the one. And then 10 games is like the home straight almost, and they're still there. Yeah. Just like 28 weeks, I keep saying that they fall off, and they've never fallen off. They're gonna start. I'm starting to get a little bit scared because, like, anyone but Arsenal, City or Liverpool, anyone but Arsenal, man. Just need to
prolong the agony.
Yeah, you need to prolong those agonies, man.
Do you know how fucked up that sounds? Like, it's no win for Vo, really, as a United fan.
It's a small win. It's
a small win.
It's that small win of that prolonged pain for certain fan bases. You know what I mean?
It is. Yeah. It is. And like I said,
this guy is a United fan. He's urging his
all we got now.
Derby rival, Derby rival. You got his another rival in Liverpool. The old age.
League, we go.
Yeah, but then Liverpool's won it in recent times already. That spell's over now. They've reset. Arsenal was still in that mist. That's why. See,
if Liverpool win it, would Liverpool be a bigger club than United?
Define big. Because you know what I hate?
True. Yeah, true.
You know what I fucking hate? I fucking hate Alan Shearer sometimes.
Newcastle,
Yeah.
you're going about Newcastle,
yeah.
you hate him.
All talks
Yeah,
about
you hate him.
Newcastle being the big club, but like, fuck
You
off,
hate him.
twat.
It's what you've won, right?
Yeah.
This show's called Show Me Your Medals.
Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah, I know.
Like,
That's
what
what I
you've
mean.
won.
It's not about fucking your
You're-
fan base and the fact they haven't won jack shit in fucking 40, 50 years. And the biggest highlight for fucking Newcastle was when that fucking fat guy takes his top off in winter. You know,
Always in the away end, like you go to these away stadiums and there's Newcastle fans in the away end. There's always one.
yeah. But I know he's not watching. But I fucking hope one day fucking Alan Shearer watches this and then fucking
He's actually
just
These three East Asian
Yeah.
guys.
my thing on the take on a big club is you know, it's not just fan based. You have to take up performance. You know, trophies. At the end of the day. So
You know,
is Liverpool a bigger club than United? Recently,
nah.
recently, obviously, yes.
no. Obviously, Man United is still number one on the Forbes Rich list, but we're not
Yeah.
judging it. Big clubs like that, like that.
Man.
I think.
I still think United would still pull the high price tag players. You know, they still got that
Don't
pull.
get to United for the money. You know, I wouldn't say if you got someone like Jude Bellingham. You know, would he go to Liverpool or Man United? Who's the bigger club for him? He'll probably
He'll go Real Madrid, thank you very much.
yeah.
He gave you the fuck off as well, mate.
I know he did.
You
But
know.
yeah, I think it depends what the context is of a big club, and
Yeah.
you know, I think historically, you know, United have, but you know, recently, I think, you know, we've climbed up that Forbes rich list. You know, our fan base has increased.
Just a little bit off topic on Bellingham. Did any of you remember when he left Birmingham?
Yeah, we retired the shirt.
Retired
I laughing my head off when they
Did-
retired the shirt.
Yeah, and
Yeah,
who's laughing now, right? Who's
I-
laughing now, right?
That was the most ridiculous thing in the like, I've ever heard in football. Like, what the hell? This guy played what, 1 or 2 seasons, don't know what he's going to be. He hadn't achieved anything and he retired the shirt. But you know, it made me think those guys know what they were talking about. For them to do that, they saw the trajectory he was going to go. Do you get what I mean? But at the same time, a lot of scouts or whatever see the trajectory of the certain players and they just fall flat on their face. Whereas this one, they literally got it right. Because like if he carries on the way he is and then does become, you know, top 1 to 3 in the world, right? They were right in foreseeing that and for retiring his number. You get what I mean? And for the start he's done, they were correct. So for once, the professionals got it correct.
Yeah.
But
No,
It's like when you play Football Manager and you've got that 5-star potential wing kid, and he's fulfilled it. It's mad.
The whole purpose of retiring a shirt is not just saying, you know, it's you know, it's an honour, recognition for your.
You've had a good career.
No, but then there was no record. What was there to honour yet?
I don't have anything.
Foresight.
All the honoured is the transfer fee. You know?
I think for me they did it because they were kind of seeing that where this kid's gonna go and that they've done it right. Because you know, if it's just an honour, you honour loads of players that come from your academy and whatnot. It was a very strange one for me.
It's very rare to retire football jersey in Prem or whatever, in football league.
Yeah.
You see it a lot in NBA and they hang it up in the ceilings and whatever. It's very rare because like the numbers are more value and tradition.
Yeah.
So that's why I thought it was crazy, because when you retire a jersey, it means that they had an amazing career.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
This guy hasn't even started yet.
What number was he, by the way?
I can't remember. I can't remember.
Yeah.
A little trivia for people that are watching. You can type it in.
Everyone have a guess.
I
reckon 18.
Because obviously, you know, 1 to 11 is the traditional football numbers. Where in basketball, like number 1 to 11 or 1 to 5 doesn't really matter, right?
No, 18 is not right. Have a quick guess.
7.
24.
7.
24, Dave?
7.
No, 22. 22, number 22.
Oh,
So,
it's
yeah.
the bloody jersey he's wearing now, isn't he? Is he not wearing 22 now?
To retire at Birmingham, I guess. Yeah, okay.
Wow.
Anyway, yeah. All right.
Right.
Are we can review our
Prediction?
predictions, but I don't
Oh
know.
wait.
We haven't got any going forward next week.
No, we can review the following week after internationals, right?
Oh,
Because are we doing internationals? Are we having an international break? If we're not having an international break,
we typically do.
but I think we've got a lot of questions, haven't we? So we might be able to. Depends. Up to you guys.
Anyway, how did our predictions go? You said you got 2 out of 3 in it, Will?
2 out of 3.
And
I was just
one
one
away
goal
from 3 out of
shy.
3, yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. Imagine the return from that, mate.
No, we say it every week, but we never do it.
It's got to pick
Yeah,
one.
we never
We
back it
really
up.
have to put something on it, even if it's just £1 each, something like that.
Who won? I think my predictions went to shit. So nothing.
I'll tell you, I got it
You
here
went down.
actually. So, so United Everton, Vo went 1-0. I went 3-0. Dave went 1-1.
Dave's never going to get a United score.
I think we'll give it to United.
Yeah. And then Arsenal Brentford, Vo went 3-1. I went 2-1. Dave went 4-2. He was blinded. Dave was blinded by the previous results.
Yeah.
I got that right. And then Liverpool City, Vo went 2-1 City. I went draw 1-1, and Dave went 2-2 as well. So you got the result right for that.
So we're showing who's the guru on these
1-1.
for sure, yeah.
Yeah, it was always going to be tough games this week. Yeah, maybe, yeah, United Everton. I thought United would smash them, to be honest with you, but
Well,
Anyway, it's a long way away. The next games are a fortnight away, but we've got Man United versus Brentford away. Man United away. I don't know. I just fancy Brentford win or draw, to be honest. So 2-2.
When the next game's April, is it?
No.
There's a week before. There's a week before where there's only like 4 matches, and then we're going to go to the matches that we're involved in. Really.
Brentford at home to United. I'll 2-2. Have some of that, yeah.
I'm gonna go Brentford 2-1.
Why'd you give me that look for when I said 2-2? Like you're like, oh my god, what are you saying 2-2? And then now you're going Brentford 2-1. I'm just one goal
Brentford
different.
2-1. Yeah, because I don't know. United right now away as well. I'm just not too sure that they'll get 2 goals.
Dave, you're gonna Brentford win?
Yeah, 3-1 Brentford.
3-1.
I laugh for now anyway.
And then the following day you've got Liverpool Brighton.
Yeah, I think Brighton's in a really bad patch at the moment. Question marks about De Zerbi for me. I know he's been touted, slightly going off the topic, he's been touted to Liverpool. I don't think he's done enough to show that. You know, he's had a good first start of the season, played some attacking football, did well, but then I think he's dropped off, and probably teams know how he's going to play. But I think we're going to smash them because they don't keep a clean sheet. I think 3-0 for me.
Well,
Liverpool Brighton. I think Liverpool will smash them. I wanted to say 3-0, so I'll go 3-1 then.
I'll go for a 2-0 clean sheet, Liverpool.
It's a shame that Matoma's not playing.
Yeah, he's out for the rest of the season.
Yeah.
He's actually had a quite poor second season,
start.
right? Yeah, after last season. He had a great last season and was scoring, assisting, and then he started and stop and start, but he's even before the injuries tailed off completely, kind of thing. Just yeah.
And then you got the big one.
Big game.
Go on, Will.
City Arsenal. I have a funny feeling, you know. I have a funny feeling that we're going to do it. We've played the big clubs this season, and we've not disappointed ourselves at all. I really want to say 2-1.
Do you not think at this point though, like Arsenal away, they'll actually take a draw as a good result, right? Being top of the table.
I think potentially that they could go for that. I think we'll get two a goal in first half, and then straight after half time we'll get one more, and then we'll just sit. And then when we sit, that's when City will overpower us. I just have that feeling. We've just been playing that much better in recent time.
I think maybe possibly a repeat of the Liverpool games with just a 1-1 draw. Everyone happy.
Yeah, I think 2-2.
With a draw.
Yeah, I think a draw.
There or thereabouts. Nice.
Stick a pound on them, Dave, yeah?
Yeah, we will do this time. Let's do it.
I think we need to. I think we need to. I'm gonna go back. I'm gonna do. I do the chapters, so I'm gonna go back and get that, and then
get the predictions, and then we'll put it on.
Yeah, put cheeky, but everyone put a pound in for those results. Anyway, fantasy football.
I come here every week and say bad week, and there's another bad week.
It's a shit.
Dave, you messaged us and said you forgot your team, but you've got the same points as me.
I know, but I forgot to do my team because I was going to transfer
Solanke.
That Bournemouth defender Zabini or whatever his name. He scored.
He scored today, yeah.
Yeah. And I was going to transfer in Solanke, and he would have been my captain.
Yeah, he didn't miss out too much. Solanke got 6 points over 2 games, so
yeah. But I've overtaken you.
Yeah, you have. I didn't want to mention it, but yeah, I believe you have.
Okay. Just
the last update you have, and then I'm not sure if I got a few more points. So I think I'm back. I'm back.
Yeah. Okay, I temporarily.
Now the tables right now, you took it, but I've got a few more points, and then I'm back again. So neck and neck.
That was my chance on the blew it. But to be honest,
you got a free hit chance now, right?
Yeah. But it didn't cost me that bad because basically, Solanke didn't do. He only scored 1. And
no, but most people captain him. No, everyone's got like 14 points at the moment, and I don't think have they added the bonus points on yet. Surely he's got bonus points for that.
No, he didn't get the bonus.
He didn't.
He didn't.
One of the other guys scored 2 and whatnot. It was a crazy game.
It's amazing. Yeah, they're 3-0 at half.
3-0 half time. 4-0 second half.
Yeah. I didn't watch the game. So yeah, 4-3. Yeah, Luton are dangerous as well. You know.
Yeah, but Will did all right.
I think after today, you'll notice that a lot of other people did all right.
Okay.
Yeah, after today when they update it, after tonight,
because
you'll see that a lot of other people did all right.
Saw the ball.
I thought I was catching. I went up to 5th after today, but I think I'm still 7th, in and around 7th.
Mate, I was once 5th. Do you remember that message I sent you? I was once 5th. Not too long ago, you know. Not too long ago.
Billy big bollocked it. Billy big bollocked it, and then guys out of lobster table now.
I was once 5th, and now I'm 16th.
But I'm coming for you next week, 100% for sure, with my free hit.
Can't believe this.
Have you
still got your free hit?
Have
you got your free hit, Val?
No.
You used it.
I think everyone else hasn't used theirs yet.
No, we're saving.
That's what I'm scared about
this week.
I'm scared about that.
Yeah.
I've only got how many players I've got for that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 players.
6 at back.
Okay. But the thing is, though, Will, to be honest, if you look at the fixtures, they're actually quite shit.
Yeah, no.
They are.
Yeah, so like even if like the free hit looks good, but like it just screams 2-pointers everywhere. Do you know what I mean? Like, who are you going to get at defence? There's no clean sheet shouting out.
The problem is to field at least 6 players, I'm going to have to make like 4 transfers.
Yeah.
So it's not worth it. Basically, if I don't free hit, it fucks up my team.
Yeah, no. I'm saying if I had the free hit token, I would use it, absolutely. Of course, having 11 players is better than having, 6. But I'm saying looking at it, there's no clear-cut, players to bring in that's going to haul.
It's going to be Spursy, yeah?
Yeah, but I'm saying even if, like, the Spurs guys, I've got 2 Spurs, got Madison and Son, they can't hurt me too much, you know what I mean? So to find points elsewhere is going to be quite tough.
Okay.
So, yeah, we'll see how that goes. I'm just staying with 6, so
Okay.
I can't get any worse this season anyway. So who knows?
Right.
Anyways,
Right.
right.
Okay.
That time of the week.
Your favorite segment.
Right. We're meant to like cut down on the football chat. I end up taking all 45 minutes. Man. What's going on here?
No, it's 10 on 10 ends of the season now.
It's getting exciting,
It's
isn't it?
exciting.
It's
Yeah, exciting.
We've got more
yeah.
to talk about.
All right. Anyway, very quickly, there was one question, and it just I think Will, you actually kind of answered it earlier, and it says, what is it? What? How did you come up with the name? Show me your medals. Who would like to dissect that?
I think the origin of that name should come from the creator himself.
That's you.
Yeah. So, show your medals just comes from a grand old argument that we have in a football chat. Of like, it starts from what player is better than what player, and it always comes out, and then someone you can talk about this. Oh, it's better. This better attacking better. Different. But someone will always try to end the argument and say, "Oh, but what has he won?" And then it comes to show me your medals, and the one that kicked off the most was Son versus Ji-sung Park.
Ji-sung, yeah.
And obviously, you can argue Son is a better counterpart. He's a more silky player. He scores more goals. Does this? Does that? Does that? But one friend whose name shall not be mentioned comes out of the argument to kill all of it. Yeah, but Son hasn't won anything, so we all chime in. Show me your medals, and so that's how it came about.
That's the barometer now for measuring how good a player is how many medals.
Right.
So someone
that's why when you Dave was like, "What do you mean by big half? What does that mean?"
You know, he put out the show again, and I was like, "Oh, this is the show me your medal moment," and it just fits. It just fits perfectly in. So
no.
It's very tongue in cheek, but it actually makes a lot of sense. This show me your medals thing. So that's that one. And then, so these two are actually two separate questions, but I thought I could kind of combine them in one, yeah? And so the first part would be, what is the best advice a family member has given you growing up? And then part two would be, what life lesson would you want to instill in your children? So you can see it was actually two separate questions, but they can kind of intertwine.
It's about family.
Yeah. So... Any of you want to start? Best advice family members giving you?
Will's probably got better.
My dad used to always tell me he'd always like his English. There's a twang to his English, and he'll be like, "I will. Whatever you do, you have to be the best at what you do. Even if you are a dustbin man, you have to be the best dustbin man." And like that's always stuck with me. Like, and that's probably why I'm quite resilient and persistent in the things that I do. Like, if I am gonna do anything, I do it to the best of my abilities, and that's probably why I'm a little bit more, or sometimes can be overly competitive in what I do, because of that advice. That advice has always stuck with me from my dad. So yeah, that's the best. Like, it's not the best advice in my eyes, but it's the best advice I can think of that really stands out from my dad.
And also something you would instill. Did you get the second question? It was what? I lost it now. Oh yeah, what life lesson would you want to instill in your children? You can pass that.
I think. Yeah, I think when it comes to it, I know I'll get him back, and I just really want to tell him to live his life the way he wants to live it, but do it with patience. Do it with patience, and don't feel like you have to rush into anything. Don't feel like you have to be pressured into something that you don't want to do. Just make sure, obviously, it's within the bounds of the law, but do whatever it is that makes you happiest. I think that's what I tell him.
Do you know? I think it's quite, being modern parents, and now things have changed, and what you said about your dad and all. It's quite exciting to think of what our children be like when they're older, right? Because times have completely changed, is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
It's like now, back then, our parents was like you said, if you want to be a binman, be the best binman you want to be. You get me?
Yeah.
Whereas I think for us, I mean, there is. I don't even know what they're going to be. I don't even know what their future holds in terms of work wise, and because all this it's not necessarily 9 to 5 where all the money is at now. That kind of thing. It could be a whole wider thing. So for that, I mean, digressing, but I'm saying it's just very different and kind of exciting and worrying all at the same time of what the children of this kind of era now would be like when they're kind of in their 20s and 30s and in the big world environment.
I really do feel though, like in terms of his career, it doesn't matter what it is, but I'd really want him to have that entrepreneurship. I think that's one thing that, if anything, I could advise him on, Melvin, is to have a business mind, be creative in that sense. It doesn't, not necessarily a product or service. It can be whatever, but just have that, know how to have that entrepreneurship, is because that's the, like we talk about. I know I always want to be like, I want to be rich and whatever. I have a comfortable job and it gives me a comfortable lifestyle. But that 9 to 5 is a slog. Having your own business is even more of a slog. But I think the rewards that you feel from that would be much more than your normal day-to-day, I think.
Dave, any life lessons you remember?
No, and I think not that I can remember. I think, and that's why I said for Will to go first, because I think for his dad to say something like that is, for me, very modern in our culture. If that makes sense, I don't. I think
we've established that.
The context is he's bashing me up for the education side of things.
Yeah. No,
so he meant it in terms of you need to have a really good education.
Yeah,
but whatever you be doing.
Yeah, he's still the binman bit, but Will did end up binman. He was getting it, mate.
Yeah, I was getting it, boy.
Yeah,
but no, I just can't imagine that conversation with like any of my parents. And I think, I never had that sort of encouragement or steer or that goes back to the role model question. Yeah,
similar, I guess.
Yeah, and I think the only advice is just a standard, typical do well at school.
Yeah, okay.
But that is the best advice in that sense, because
I feel that's standard because every parent says that. It's not like and I might be the same, I might be different. I don't know, because obviously I can't talk to my third kids like that. But
I've 3 now, by the way.
I think obviously new generation, like Vo alluded to earlier. You're gonna talk more about your kids about this sort of stuff, where it barely got mentioned in our household. I'm surprised it didn't come out like a complete fucking dickhead.
Thickhead. Are you sure? Are you sure? You might want to change that statement.
And when I was at school, the majority of parents helped them, their kids with homework or something like that. A project like build a volcano or some shit like that, right? that fucking never happened with me, and I don't know if we've got time. I might say it for another time, but I've got quite a.
We can have a longer session this week, I think, because I think next week we're going to have a break anyway.
I guess this is like the main difference between like Western family and the Chinese family and how they see, their child's education. So at one time, primary school, we're going completely off topic, but stop me if you want.
We can't stop you now. You ran it now. You're on the way. So
primary school, Christmas play, so obviously my whole year is involved in this, whole class is involved in Christmas play, and then it's done after school hours, and then all the school invites the parents to come, right? Predominantly my school is full of Western kids. So take part in this play. Obviously, my parents aren't there, but everyone else's kids there. And at the end, they give us a candle to light. And you know what the fuckers say? They gave us all a candle. They said, "Oh, go find your parents in the crowd and give them the candle." Motherfuckers. So
And
after my
then?
parents weren't fucking there, everyone else's parents was there, and I didn't know what to do, so I gave it to another parent.
What?
No, I didn't even know. Some random I just gave. And I felt really sad at that point. Really, really sad.
Oh man.
Uh,
But I imagine, and correct me if I'm wrong, your parents went to those sort of things.
no, didn't go. No. But I think it's again
Yeah.
an Asian thing of not. I don't know, busy working or whatnot.
Yeah.
And then not just a little bit busy working, but almost even if they weren't busy working, I think again back to our Asian parents, they don't get the importance of it. They're just like, little kid in the assembly, he's not going to remember.
Yeah.
He's not going to matter. It don't matter us being there.
Yeah.
Why waste our time going in and taking a day off work or whatnot and going there? And also, they also like, oh, even if I go, I don't really know what's going on anyway. What's the point of me going? It's all of that. They have
I know.
several reasons, and if anything, to be honest, a lot of them are valid. That kind of thing.
Yeah.
I think the main one is that they don't get the significance of how important it could be. They
for a child.
For a child,
Yeah.
I actually blame the school for that, for making us bloody go and find a parent.
Give the candles out.
Give the candles out. What the fuck?
Yeah. But they've emotionally scarred from that. Yeah.
I think you're right though, Vo. Like, it is so important for that validation as a kid.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I totally get it from my mum and dad's perspective. They're working, they need to bring in the money because we weren't rich back then, and I understood it. But I also have not a scar from it, but you do really think back to when you were younger and you wishing that you could have that validation growing up. They do it in other ways, to be honest with you. They do it, and I understand it now. But I think at that age, without realizing what the big bad world out there is like, you just, I don't know, you just have to deal with it.
The thing is, like we're proper digressing, but it's almost what we're saying is it's almost ingrained in our Asian culture and our parents of not understanding the importance of certain things. And the way I link it, our whole concept of giving lacy and money.
Yeah. And
then that's all the parents knows. Everything, any celebration, birthday, is money. Christmas, money. New Year, money. And then, and for them, in their head, it made complete sense. The most important thing in your life and what will give you happiness and give you means to buy things is money, right? But again, you rewind to what we know now. There's a certain value and goodness and niceness of receiving a present. Do you know what I mean? So like for us and our lacy, here's £20, right? And the £20, I think that's amazing. But if they can't comprehend that £20, they buy them a thoughtful gift that related to something that related to what your interest is in would mean more than that £20. And if you try to explain it to them, they were like, "Well, go buy it yourself then. Here's the £20, go buy it." But you get what I'm trying to say? And they, even if you try to explain to an older generation Asian, they wouldn't comprehend that. There's like, here's your lacy, do what you want with it, make yourself happy. Whereas now we know receiving something is a lot more thoughtful. And does that make sense?
No,
So again,
it's completely true because I tried to introduce Christmas presents in my family, and before that, I never did that. It was just money. Right, I was trying to do Christmas presents, and it's fucking the same old. Oh, why did you waste money buying this?
Yeah.
All the time. All the time.
All the time. Just give me money. Money's better. It's just So
it's like sometimes it's like if it's winter and I see my parents' car and I'm like, "Oh, mum, here's a jacket. Do you want a jacket?" And they're like, "Oh, why do I want this jacket? I've got loads of jackets. Just give me you know what I mean?" It's like that. It's almost it just sums up the whole culture as a whole. Do you know what I mean? In terms of lacy is king as opposed to a present.
Yeah.
Does anyone remember what the original question was anymore? Anyway,
words of life.
Okay. Okay, this one's quite funny. So I'll ask the question. We all can choose a topic and try explain it. But what are the worst / stupid things you group of guys have ever gotten into a heated debate about? So I think we can link it back to our chat group, and I'm sure there's a few heated ones.
So it didn't happen in a group, but it happened. Shall we say names or not really? No.
No
Maybe you are.
Surely.
Protect the guilty.
Yeah.
Okay, so there's
Protect the guilty.
four of us went out for dinner once.
I don't know where this is going.
And we were talking about roulette. And
yeah.
It started off like a normal conversation, and then it got so heated. Like,
over roulette?
Yeah, because I won't go into too much details, but basically,
we spoke about this before, by the way.
we have spoken
Trends and thingy.
if there's a trends and patterns in roulette.
Yeah.
Right.
I remember that.
I had this debate that turned really heated, and all I'm remembering was just like me and this other friend just focused like on just this topic between us, not completely unaware of what's going on around us, and our two friends just sat so quietly. And not just that, I think the whole restaurant fucking sat quietly, and then we were just debating for at least half an hour in that restaurant. And it wasn't like a quiet debate; it was like proper
loud.
Proper loud. And I think we probably got emotional about that. And yeah, I think when you're in the heat of the moment, you don't know what's going on around you, and we probably shouldn't have done it in public. Firstly,
wait, it got that bad?
It was bad. Like our two friends just sat quietly. I think they were a bit embarrassed, but not that. I swear, I felt like the whole restaurant was watching us or hearing us. Yeah.
What the hell?
Ultimately, you still made the guy's wedding, and you still friends with him, yeah?
Yeah.
You're good.
Yeah. Yeah, we're still friends, and obviously, and then a few years later, we got you involved in it on another trip.
Oh yeah, remember this conversation we had? Well, what do you think? But anyway,
but yeah. I think that's one of the worst. I think the fact that we did it quite loud in a public place.
Yeah. Will, any heated debates you've been in, gotten into?
Or a group of guys?
Yeah.
I don't.
What are the worst things you group of guys have got? Yeah.
The guys.
Yeah, none of us have done it between.
No, not between us. We never have really. Like I remember I think I remember the moon landing one. That was more stupid than anything, because
yeah.
But I think it was all mainly based around like conspiracy theories. There was another one.
But
about...
did that get really heated on that chat? Or not?
I wouldn't say heated, but it's one of those stupid ones, right? Everyone was trying to get into it. There's always obviously difference of opinions with when there's like a two-sided thing. There's one side, it's like one side and the other side, blue pill, red pill, stuff like that. Then I think that's where a lot of people do tend to pipe up, including myself. There was one time with the Hong Kong incident, the rallying and that. That was quite.
Those were Those were the best times.
Yeah, those were quite. I would say they were heated. There was definitely a difference of that split. A lot of people won't go into detail for that, but that was one of them that I remember the most clearest, because there were just videos flying about. Different types of opinions. Obviously, some were some of the people that we were talking to were from Hong Kong, and what do I know? I was born here, and it's all that kind of thing. There's a lot of things that are brought into it, and a lot of factors. And I think it was interesting at that point in time. But I think for me, I saw both sides in a way. But yeah, that's what I remember.
Good times. I remember I was giving out a retard awards on Facebook to most retarded comments I see when someone's getting a brick thrown in their head, and they're like, but they're just actors, or they're plants, or all of that. Anyway,
that was quite fun. There's a couple other ones. I don't know if this was before your time, Will, and it happened with Windy Pandas, wasn't it? On
what?
Panda Day.
A certain sports day.
Yeah.
I was going to bring this up, but now that you have, we just heat argument as you get the competitive side upon the day.
It's involving you and that person that we carried out of the club. Yeah, is it that one?
No, not that one.
Not that one.
Oh, so I've been in. You're talking about the Rounders one. You're talking about the Rounders.
Yeah.
I've got history, man. I've got history. It's always this funny.
Rounders. What happened to Rounders?
You was there, Dave. We got the Rounders one. Heated debate in terms of basically it's a rule of whether you can run while the ball's being thrown or not. And then it just got a bit competitive, and then let's say differences of opinions were shared, and then almost a little bit out of hand. But anyway.
Oh. Damn,
but Dave's one.
Sorry.
Yeah. So, like I said, why always me basically? Because I've got a similar one to that one, and again, there's another one, and it's the same thing really. You're just disputing rules, isn't it? You're just disputing the rules. One comment goes too far, and then you're like, "F this shit," then I'm not playing no more anyway, and then red mist, and then you're out of there. But okay, yeah, those are the most heated debates. Joking ones in the group chat, not even that heated, but we will talk about is a dog and a wolf the same? Let's get quite heated, yeah. Our fishing water wet, that can get quite heated. Yeah, those are the two that sticks out. A recent one, Christian Horner, is he a sex pest, and the victim blaming. Yeah, that one's a bit too serious, so let's not talk about that. Okay, anyway.
He's been cleared.
We'll do a couple more, or one or two more, and then this one back. Okay, so you have been dating a new person for 1 month. The ex of this new person turns up unannounced at their place, and you are left in the room with the ex. What do you do?
What the
it's
hell?
A bit
What's the ex doing there in the first place?
Yeah. But what do you do? Anyway, I need to charge my laptop, so I'll be back in a sec.
Yeah.
So,
what
do I do? So I'm quite.
Are you? I don't think you're a confrontational guy, though, Dave.
No, but I'm salty about these sort of things.
Are you?
Yeah.
Like,
so I
expand on that saltiness. Why would you be salty? Why would you have that feeling?
No, just
why are you compelled to have that feeling?
Sometimes I just feel like that. Like, if I didn't know them, it'd be like, who the fuck are you? What are you doing here? Sort of thing. And
so you're.
I wouldn't.
Is that in your head, or would you actually say?
I probably wouldn't engage with them.
Right.
I wouldn't say, "Oh, hello, mate. How's it going?" It's like, for me, that's just like, and this is just me. I'm obviously, you guys can give your opinion. It's just for me. I think that's just like, for me, he's like the enemy, right?
So an ex of your current missus would always be an enemy, is what you're saying?
Yeah.
Oh.
But what happens if they do have like a good? I'm just trying to think why the ex would turn up. Maybe they've got kids together or something. I don't know.
Yeah,
would that happen?
Situational question. Could literally say the ex turns up unannounced at their place, and you are left in the room with the ex. What would you do? It's like, would you? I want us to answer what we do. Like, well, we start a fight, or do we talk?
But I said I'll be very hostile, and I think you
hostile.
I'll be very hostile, and you probably can see that from my immediate body language would be hostile. And I wouldn't.
Yeah, that's because you're a bit of an a-hole, though.
Yeah, that's what I mean. That's what I just said.
Well, for example, that guy, the ex could be the nicest guy in the whole wide world, and for whatever reason, just because you have a chip on your shoulder, you're gonna be hostile towards him, and then he'll leave and be like, "Man, that new guy's a prick."
Yeah, I'm fine with that. I'm fine with that.
Dave's our version of Jamie Carroll.
I just feel there's. Yeah, I'll be very hostile. There's like no reason for him to be there, and there's no reason for me to talk to him or befriend him.
Okay.
And
I think me being me, I've had a couple of times like seeing an obviously an ex with their new partner.
Yeah.
And then I just do you're right, because like the example I have is like I'm going up to dim sum, and it's a group of them because they're all there. So I have to say hi to my certain old friends. I have to acknowledge my ex with that, and then if I can't just acknowledge everyone, and suddenly this guy there, I'll be like completely blank. You get what I mean? 'Cause then
You can,
you could do that.
you
You
can,
could do a day,
but
yeah.
you chose not to.
I choose not to, and then just do the.
That's not the question, though.
You know, but I'm saying because you're talking about how would you treat an ex. So if I was left in the room with him, I would be like, "You alright, mate?" It'd be like that kind of same thing. I would be like,
No,
yeah.
but you gave a different situation and you give a different answer, wouldn't you?
No, but my answer: if I was in a room with an ex, unannounced, I would talk to him as normal because he.
I don't want no trouble.
Yeah, he might not be annoyed. You know what I mean?
We're not talking about getting in fight, but there's no need to do anything, right?
But okay, that's your I don't know.
Come on, Will.
I think there's a lot of context that needs to be given in terms of that. But if you were just a point blank question, your what does it say? The new person you're dating, their ex turns up, and you're stuck in a room with that person. I have no qualms. I don't hold grudges. I don't give a shit. Like, okay, you guys have got history. That's history. That's past. That's gone. Then I'll be. I don't know. I still talk, but it'd be a bit weird if they just come up unannounced.
Well, would it be proper talking or small talk?
It'll be
small talk. It's
small.
Small
talk would lead to a proper talk, though. You know what I mean? Because it'd be
yes,
like, "Oh, how's it going?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I'm good."
I agree.
Because you know what I mean? You can't just do a small talk. How are you? And then just stand there like a lemon. It will go.
Yeah.
And to give you context, when I nodded the so I'm the ex, by the way. When I nodded the new guy, he nodded back to me. You get what I mean? Like he could have been the Dave and be like, "Just talk to me for," you know what I mean?
Yeah, but that context is slightly different, isn't it?
Okay, fine. But anyway, is this context? Would it matter if she was dumped or the dumper? If she was the dumper, it means you are the new and improved desire. Like she didn't want that guy, and now you are the new.
Would you feel superior?
Yeah. So
in the room,
I would take the context because again, back to my scenario I gave you. I'm the dumper, so I can be there, be like, "You're right, mate." Like, I know what's happened here. You know, whereas if I go up there and I'm the dumped, I'll be like, "Oh man, he's got one over me here." Like, you know what I mean? So maybe all of that plays into it.
Does it? I don't know if it's a guy thing, but is there like there's this thing that guys do is
exactly. You got me there, you know. It's it's all important. Us guys, man.
I didn't know you were that salty, Dave.
I'm not. I said salty. I probably won't right word. I'll just be very passive.
Okay.
Not salty, passive. He's that enemy. Would I? There's no need for me.
He's the enemy.
Go away, the enemy.
But obviously, you're talking about someone I don't know, but obviously, it'd be different. But I'm probably diverting slightly. I'm probably at a stage of my life where I don't need to make new friends anyway. I don't have time for that shit.
Right.
So,
okay.
And
that's a
and
very
you don't want to go
answer.
down the road of being friends with your fucking ex, right? Ex is ex. Your girlfriend's ex. Sorry.
Your girlfriend's ex. Yeah.
You don't want to stop building a rapport with him and stuff like that. So.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right.
All right. Did you want to bust out some Chinese, Dave?
You caught me by surprise there.
Here's a question, but Dave doesn't want to answer, but it's quite a funny one. I thought it was funny. It said, "You guys speak Cantonese, right? Please try 2 to 3 minute conversation in Cantonese discussing your Chinese name, age, how many children you have, and where they're born, favorite color, and food and sport."
Okay.
Dave, take it away.
I can probably I'll understand it, but I have difficulty speaking it.
Okay.
Let's just. I think we can do it. Maybe the next one we can.
Right,
Dave, can you can have a little bit of
practice
for that. But would surely you'd be able to hold yourself. Let's say you were stuck in Hong Kong and Cantonese was the
I've
only
been
thing
stuck
you
in Hong
can.
Kong, and I have like managed to get home through asking various people things, and
So how would you ask them?
finally taxi.
Give us a little flavour.
I would love to, but I think we're out of time, aren't we?
Musigan, isn't it?
我是嘅，唔夠時間。Okay.
Okay. We tried.
We tried.
We
I
tried
think,
to ever put that question in to Dave, but he's not.
Yeah.
Sorry to disappoint all the fans, but like I said, we will alienate some fans because they won't understand.
True. There was one question that I quite liked though. It is the simple one: is what is your favorite color, and most importantly, why?
As an adult, I don't really have one. When I was younger, there is no why. My favorite color was yellow. I don't know why. And when I was thinking, if I answer this question, do I say I like yellow because I'm Chinese, so I'm yellow? Maybe that's it. But I don't think it was. When I was
What?
because I had no reason why. Because it asked me why, and I don't have a why.
What?
So when I was younger, it was everything was just because when you're younger, you have a favorite everything. It asks you what's your favorite.
Yeah.
Everything becomes a favorite. So to be honest, having a favorite color don't really make that much sense, right? I mean, color's a color, but when I was younger, I had a favorite color yellow. And as an adult, it's not my favorite color, but most of my clothes is navy. So then is that my favorite color? I don't buy it because I'm like, oh, it's my favorite color. But I don't know. You buy clothes
the dark colors make us less fat looking.
Maybe that's it. Maybe that's why
That's why I love wearing black.
Colors. Yeah,
that's why I love wearing black. Yeah, but I guess my favorite color would be red. I don't know. It's just always because it's suited the things that I wore. I wear a lot of black, and black and red go really well together. It looks
typical Gooner, fucking red.
And because it's the favorite color of my football team as well, but I just like it. It's a sense of there's a sense of danger to it. Wearing red, you stand out a little bit more. I mean, it's not like I love being in the spotlight, but it just felt like my color because I just felt comfortable with it. It looked good with the stuff that I wore as well. With it.
Yeah. Funny enough, my favorite color, probably less so now because I'm older, but it was red, and it wasn't because of Liverpool. It's because my dream car was a Ferrari, and obviously Ferrari. For me, a Ferrari still has to be red. I know you can get them all bloody.
No, Ferrari has to be red. If you get Ferrari any other color, there's no point buying a Ferrari.
Yeah, exactly. It has to be red, and I think that's probably where it stemmed from. I do have some red stuff. So
you have your red lucky pants, right?
Yeah,
for Red Panty Night.
Red lucky pants, which if you scroll back to episode 8 or something like that, you'll see me wear them.
Superman one.
That was the most funny thing.
I got some red socks. But I think red. But that favourite thing just reminded me of something, but maybe we leave it for next week.
No, you can't.
It's not frigging soap opera, mate. You can't leave us on the bloody cliffhanger at the end of the show. Like, I mean, it's good if it
makes people want to tune in next week.
All right, but fine. What was your? I don't know what this story was going to.
Remember you said once, for it to be your favourite, it has to be a choice.
Oh yeah, this is my question. So now digressing. But if you only have one brother, can he still be your favourite brother? Will have you dissected that question? If you only have one,
yeah.
Can she be your favourite sister? Can you tell people?
Do you know why?
Yeah,
because I only have one nephew, and I call him my most favourite nephew.
Yeah, but
I don't know if that's because it's tongue in cheek, because I know that I've got no other choices around there.
Yeah.
So I know where you're going with that, but can I? He would be, because he's still my only nephew, but he's my favourite. I love him.
So the language we use we would still always use it, but is it technically true? We don't know. We might have to ask a certain guy who knows a lot of words whether you can say that. Is that what you wanted to ask, Dave? By the way, or was it going?
Yeah. No, that's my favourite, and it just came to my head.
Yeah.
Your favourite.
It just came about because my niece used it tongue in cheek, and she'll tag her brother, and it's almost like you. It's almost like a tongue in cheek because like she doesn't actually like him that much, maybe. Right? But it's like happy birthday to my favorite brother. You know, favorite like in that, and then it just made me think: can he be your favorite if you only have one? And I think technically, in the real terms, it can't be because favorite needs to be a choice. You need a choice for something for it to be your favorite.
And either
So,
or, yeah.
I was gonna say maybe you can use to my best brother, but I think even best needs a comparison as well, innit? To have a best, you need a crap one, right? So,
It's because he's the only thing that she knows, right? As a brother,
we need someone to tell us what term can you actually use. You can't use favorite because there's no toys. You can't use best because there's no least best. You just can't say anything.
Yeah, it's like I say. For me, it's a tongue in cheek. I know that I can say it because
no one else feelings get hurt.
No one else. Yeah, no one's gonna get hurt. Yeah, exactly that. No one can get hurt. See, if my other sister has a nephew down the line, I can't really say it. It'll be out of order, right? Yeah.
Interesting.
Okay.
Right.
I don't know why you was going to leave that to next week, though, but
It's a ploy for people.
Yeah.
But I like leaving things on cliffhanger.
Yeah, we'll do the outro, EastEnders outro. But thank you everyone for watching this week's episode. I know there was a lot of football, but it's such an intense part of the season.
10 games left.
It's to the wire now. I think it'll become more apparent when come end of April. But thank you so much for listening. Comment if you've got any questions. I think we had a couple of comment questions come through, and it's been highlighted. But yeah, if you liked our content, please like it, put a thumbs up on that. It will help the algorithms, and subscribe for the next episode. Cheers.
Peace out.